Hi there, Meg. We're back here with Professor Franck of the law school. Professor Franck, it's a little noisy here. A lot of people. What's going on today?
Today we're having a joint symposium on international investment and alternative dispute resolution. This is the first conference of its kind actually in the world. We have representatives here from every continent on the planet except for Antarctica, and we're here to talk about ADR and investment treaties. And the only reason Antarctica isn't here is because they don't have any treaties with particular other investor states.
Maybe for the next one they'll send a penguin or two. I know there's some researchers down there, but maybe not this year. This year, there's been a lot of talk about ADR as alternative dispute resolution.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a particular side that you're a proponent of how to arbitrate across international boundaries? Do you have a side to take, or are you just here and sort of listening to everyone? Do you have a take?
Well, what we're trying to do with this conference is encourage informed and thoughtful processes as opposed to saying one size fits all. This is the whole point of dispute system design. The idea is to make sure that we're creating processes that facilitate the needs and concerns of stakeholders. So this morning's panel was really about finding out what the experiences of those stakeholders are so we can begin to create more effective and informed dispute resolution systems. Many of the treaties have arbitration as a backstop, as an adjudicative backstop. And you can see that's a very common framework that's discussed on the blog. But the question is, if we have that as an adjudicative backdrop, it's kind of the shadow of the law, what other processes are actually available to us to add value to the system and meet people's needs? And that's what we're here to explore today in Lexington.
Now, you mentioned blogs. The world is becoming very much tech savvy. That's why we have a flip camera here today. Now, moving forward, this morning I'm sure it was great. I only been here for about half an hour, but I'm sure it was great. I take your word for it. What's on tap for the rest of the day?
On tap for the rest of the day, we've got a lunch with Margareta Stevens, who used to be head of ICSID, which is the World Bank's International Center for the Settlement of Investment Disputes. Then we're going to have panel 2, which is going to do an assessment of where we are now in terms of thinking about dispute systems design and conflict prevention, which is a key aspect of this. Then in the afternoon, we're really going to be talking about the way forward before Lucy Reed, who was, until about 3 days ago, the president of the American Society of International Law, is going to wrap this all up for us with what she sees as the key descriptive factual themes so we can think about adding value to the future.
Professor Franck, I very much appreciate you taking out your time. I know it's a very busy day. I actually have class in about 20 minutes, so I have to go soon. Perhaps I'll be back later. But Professor Franck, I appreciate your time.
Not a problem. And check out the Twitter feed, #WLUADR, and also the conference Facebook page.
And I'll also give a plug for our YouTube channel. It's WLU Web, all undercase, one word. I'll send out. Maybe I'll make a Facebook group. Maybe I'll make a Twitter account. Who knows?
Who knows?
We've only been doing this for about a week.
It's the Flat World platform.
All right. Thanks, Professor. Thank you, Meg.